Today, the Oakland A's announced they paid for a study, and they say Clark County overwhelmingly supports a ballpark. So here's a copy of the findings in their paid study. So if you take a look at the graphs here, it says almost all have heard of the stadium plan. 2/3 support it. You see the graph right here, overwhelming support. It says 66%. It looks good on paper, but we have to give you some context here. 700 people were surveyed. This only mentioned the I-15 location. So folks were surveyed between April 29th to May 5th. The Tropicana site was announced on May 9th. The survey claims support could be higher for the Tropicana location. The study says, quote, even after hearing an attack from opponents about taxpayer money going to an out-of-state billionaire, a 2/3 majority support the plan, even the plan to use up $500 million in existing public taxes and fees.
And we did focus groups, interviews. We interviewed thousands of people in the local community. We heard loud and clear, make it easy to get to.
So on April 20th, President Dave Cavil told us they had been speaking to thousands of locals. After this study came out, Fox 5 asked the A's organization for clarification. When did this happen? So leadership says focus groups and feasibility studies were done back in 2021 and 2022. No word on what questions were actually asked. When could we see the A's ballpark bill finally? Lombardo's office says it's still to be determined. The deadline for lawmakers to pass a bill has to be May 26. It would have $395 million in financing in the form of a tax district. We've heard your concerns about the impact of tax breaks. Commissioner Tick Seegerblum says he's weighing Clark County's benefits of less tax revenue.
We at the County Commission are looking very closely at whatever package they produce, because we want to make sure that the cost benefit is there for us and the taxpayers. And we have lots of things we can build. We need a new children's hospital. We need lots of other things. So let's analyze this, make sure it's well worth it. If it is, then we'll go forward with it. But if not, it's a good idea. But I don't see why taxpayers should support something that doesn't help us.
So leaders do have to weigh heavily the potential tourism benefits and potential to bring even more live events in a future ballpark here. So Bally's says their ballpark would bring in 2.5 million visitors a year.